What's up, everybody? It's your boy Melv here for another classic review, and today we're reviewing the 1993 Tim Burton film, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Released in 1993, it was actually directed by Henry Selick. At the time, Tim Burton was directing the sequel of Batman Returns, which was released a year before Nightmare Before Christmas. And actually, he was corresponding with Henry Selick, although Henry Selick directed the movie. It was written by Tim Burton. It was based on a poem that he wrote at the time. And we have a good cast. It was also, the music was done by Danny Elfman, which he did the singing voice for Jack. But also the other guy, Chris Sarandon, did the voice of Jack along with Catherine O'Hara, which, if you remember her, she played Delia Dietz from Beetlejuice. Lilia's stepmother. You know which one. And also we have others like Ken Page as Oogie Boogie, and also we have Paul Rubin. If you remember him, he played as Locke, but he was also best known as Pee Wee Herman in Pee Wee's Playhouse. He and Tim Burton did previous work on his movie Pee Wee's Big Adventure and Batman Returns. He played the Penguin's father, Lord Cobblepot. From the opening scene, including another actress appeared in Pee Wee's Playhouse, the one from the diner. Ain't that weird? But yeah. Before we begin, did you subscribe? Did you hit the bell? If so, what are you doing? Are you waiting for Santa Claus to scare the shit out of you? If so, what are you doing? But let's begin. The movie takes place in an opening scene in a forest surrounded by trees, marked with each holiday, narrated by John Morris. But in the soundtrack there's actually two narrations, one by John Morris in the movie, while in the soundtrack is voiced by Patrick Stewart. If you don't know him, he's more famous for being Captain Jean-Luc Picard on the series Star Trek Next Generation, including the Next Generation movies and Star Trek Picard. And also as Professor Xavier in X-Men. We hear the narrator talking about where holidays come from. Soon we enter the world of Halloween Town, which, if you don't remember the famous song from the opening of Night Before Christmas, I'll give you a hint. It sounds like this. Dun 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 dun. Which, if you were like growing up in the early 2000s, if you've seen Disney Channel, like they do these during October doing these Halloween things, and you hear that song right there, like the little music video of "This Is Halloween" from the movie, yeah, that was actually pretty cool. Then we get to see everybody from Halloween Town, the vampires, even Sally, Oogie Boogie, and the Moon. Then we see the townspeople pulling up a scarecrow, which actually is Jack, the Pumpkin King. He sets himself on fire, jumps into the fountain, and boom, he's a skeleton. But we also get to meet Sally, a curious ragdoll, until her maker, Dr. Finkelstein, catches her again for escaping after she drugged him. When she tries to tell him she wants to explore, and he tells her she's not ready for that much excitement, which, yeah. And what she do? She unties her arm, and she leaves with one arm. Yeah. And the other arm keep punching Dr. Finkelstein. And it's actually a funny one, actually. Oh boy. During the whole time, Jack walking in the graveyard, he summons his dog Zero, which, yeah. It's like a nice scene, though. Whee! Sorry. Damn allergies. After that, Jack started to be upset because he's been doing the same thing over and over for many years. He wants to do something new. Which, if you remember the song Jack's Laminate, which I think I have it here. Let me find the lyrics for it. I'll give you a good clue. Ugh, damn. I have a bad case of allergies. Explain that he's getting tired of the same thing over and over. I'll give you a good hint. Hold it. Hold it. Damn it. Damn allergies. Sorry. As I was saying, Jack starts to sing. I think it goes like this. Let's see. Let me try to remember. Oh, somewhere deep inside of these bones, an emptiness began to grow, and somewhere out there far from my home, alone in that I've never known. Which, yeah, I'm quite a singing voice, I know that. I try to remember the rest of the lyrics, but it'll take a long time. After that, he starts walk down the hill, which the hill unrolls, and as he leaves, Sally knows how he feels. Before she leaves, she wants to pick up more daily nightshades, which she uses the drug Dr. Finkelstein. Back at the laboratory, she has to refill the stock until Dr. Finkelstein finds her and tells her she came back because she's missing her arm. Back in the surgery table, Finkelstein starts to stitch her arm back, trying to explain that she's not ready for too much excitement, which she tells him she can make other creations. She can't help it. When he tells her it will pass, you have to learn to wait. Yeah. During the whole, which yeah, she still wants to see like. She wants to see everything in the world, you know. Back with Jack, he's still walking in the woods, which he sees something new, which he's recognized the part of the woods which he never seen before, which he finds the trees. Each one with a holiday like Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Valentine's, until he sees the Christmas one. That's the one that catches his eye. He opens the door. He sees nothing. He was planning to return until he gets sucked into the world of Christmas. Yeah, he actually entered the void of Christmas Town. When he managed to arrive, what he sees? A lot of colors. He gets too excited. He started to sing, "What's this? What's this?" Everything he sees, like the elves, the candy, the presents, everything. That's when he sees Santa Claus, but only his silhouette. That's when he starts to get an idea. Back in Halloween Town, the mayor arrives at his place, which for the plans for next Halloween, until he falls off the stairs with one of the bands outside his home, tells him he never came back home, which they think he went missing. Then half the time, everybody thought he was missing. That's when they hear Zero and Jack's back riding in a snowmobile, telling the mayor to start a town meeting immediately. When they hear the announcement for a town meeting, Sally managed to, again, drug Dr. Finkelstein so she can sneak out, see the town meeting. As she went to the city hall, everybody's there. Which she sees Jack about to explain to her what his discovery was of Christmas Town. Which, yeah, at first he tried to explain it well, but everybody started to jump into conclusion about each item he shows, like the presents, the stockings. Yeah, they think everything's scary. As Jack finally concludes with the ruler of Christmas Town, Santa Claus. Yeah. Whee! Sorry. Got distracted. After that, he's still upset that no one understands Christmas. I think Sally might understand. Which, Jack in his room, which, full of Christmas items. Yeah. Decorations, Christmas lights, he's reading Christmas books, trying to understand the whole thing. Back at Dr. Finkelstein's place, he locks Sally up for drugging him again for the final time. That's when Jack arrives at his place, requesting he use his laboratory equipment to do some experiments. Even catches Sally's attention, which she doesn't know what experiments were they. During the whole time, which he never came out of his home, Jack still conducted experiments like crushing one of these these tree ornaments, the fragile ones. He managed to break one, put in the potion, and it turns to like a shiny light. Oops. Meanwhile, he even dissects a teddy bear. Who dissects a teddy bear? Yeah. During the whole time. Wait, did I go around in circles? No, I don't think so. She managed to jump out, which, yeah, luckily she carries her own sewing needle. She stitches herself back together. Which Dr. Finkelstein opens the door to let her out, and she behaves until, boom, she's not there. He gets pissed off. Back at Jack's place, Jack's still think until he sees something in the window. He opens, sees Sally giving him something. Looks like a boned fish. And a bottle contains a smoke effect of a butterfly. He likes it. When he turns around, she's disappeared. She went outside the gate. She sees a twig. When she picks it up, it turns to a Christmas tree until it bursts into flames. It turns out to be a premonition of what's going to happen. Down in her, this Christmas is going to be a disaster. She remained there until morning. Everybody still cares if Jack is not coming out. They think he's dead. Jack's still puzzled. What's he going to do? Explain until he realized he could create his own Christmas. He shouts out, "Eureka! Christmas will be ours!" Yeah. Everybody cheers, which everybody in the town gathering up. So each one has a task, like the vampires are doing like toys. Let's see. And the guy with the axe on his head doing the nutcracker. That's when Jack gets Sally to give her the most important task, creating his Santa suit. After that, Jack summons the Boogie Boys, Lock, Shock, and Barrel, for a very important top secret task. The mayor tried to eavesdrop, but instead he tried to use his bugle to eavesdrop, but his spider tie kind of busts that and bites him. After that, the master arrived, which we see the Boogie Boy, the trick-or-treaters hideout, which, oh boy, they started saying about Oogie Boogie, which Jack told them, do not get him in this mess. But yeah, the mans have gone their way to her hunt to find Santa Claus. Meanwhile, back at there, everybody's doing their work. When they came back, guess who they brought? The Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny's confused, as everybody else, and gets a fright of his life. Yeah. Imagine you're an Easter Bunny and you just got scared the shit out of yourselves. Oops. I think I just drowned. Shit. Yeah, as I was saying, start a fight on who's to blame until Jack gets pissed off and scares the shit out of them. If you see that face, yeah, even scares the shit out of those three knuckle butts. These everybody managed to rush back inside the sack, which, what do you expect? He's scared half to death. After that, he demands that he apologize again and tells them that Santa Claus is behind the door, shaped as a Christmas tree. After that, they manage to... Sorry. Damn allergies. We get a double perspective of both sides of Christmas Town and Halloween Town doing their thing. That's why until we get to see Santa Claus checking his list. We see the knock on the door. Guess who's there? Lock, shock, and barrel. Giving the jump on him and shoving down the stack. Back in Halloween Town, Sally's preparing Jack's Christmas suit, which Jack's trying on. Try to explain to him that everything was wrong, but Jack tried to ignore it. Doesn't want to hear the truth until he realized something was missing, and guess what he sees? Lock, shock, and barrel bringing Santa Claus, which at first, when he first sees him, he thought he might have claws, but no, he has hands. No kidding. When he sees him in person, Santa starts to be incoherent because he knows what's going on. That's when Jack explains that he's now taken over and he's going to give Santa Claus a nice vacation, which Santa doesn't understand why, because tonight's Christmas, which, yeah. But before he took it away, they took his hat. Yeah. And where did Lock, Shock, and Barrel took them? Oogie Boogie, of course. Which, yeah. Oh boy. When Santa arrives at Oogie Boogie's place, it looks like a casino in Las Vegas. Sorry. But a good musical number. Yeah. Back at Halloween Town, everybody's celebrating. It's their first Christmas doing it. That's when Jack rises up from the coffin. Yes, the sleigh's a coffin. But before that, Sally managed to pour some fog juice into the fountain, which creates a thick fog that not even the reindeers could see. Yeah, you can see where this is going. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Except Rudolph is Zero. The red-nosed ghost dog. After that, Jack tells Zero to delete the T, which everybody is cheering for Zero. And they finally get their Christmas wish, which Sally's trying to stop, but it was too late. Jack already rose into the night sky, which Sally believes will be the last time he'll ever see him again. Which, yeah, I don't blame her. After that, oh boy. After that, there we go. Oh boy. After that, Jack managed to arrive at the human world, which he started delivering his so-called presents. First how he arrives, he actually lands too hard and knocks off a reindeer. A little boy wakes up, thinking it's Santa Claus, but no, it's Jack. He gives him his first present, which Jack manages to leave happily. And when the kid's parents arrive, say, what did he get from Santa? A shrunken head and scream of fear. Oh boy, that's what every kid wants, a shrunken head. Soon, one by one, Jack's so-called presents spread terror instead of joy. First, we got a Jack-in-the-Box chasing a fat kid. Then we get the famous vampire teddy bear and a duck vampire chasing a couple of kids. Even a tree full of bats chasing two Asian kids. Yeah. During the whole mess, the news was broadcast all over the world about Jack ruining Christmas, and everybody in Halloween Town was celebrating. That's when they mentioned the military. Even when Sally heard that, she got worried. That's when the military got up, prepared their heavy guns. When they see Jack, they start firing their salvos. At first, Jack thought they're celebrating for his good deed until he realized, oh no, they're shooting at him. Jack tried to tell Zero to go higher, but nope. Right at the moon, nope, that's a bigger target for him. He got shot down, and Jack falls to the ground. Everyone believing he was killed from the blast. The mayor upset, thinking it was a bad idea, and tells everybody that Jack is dead. Meanwhile, Sally went on her own, trying to find where they took Santa Claus, which, yeah, end up in Oogie Boogie's. Back in the human world, Jack is actually alive. He landed in a cemetery. Still not thinking why that no one liked his Christmas. That's when he realized he missed his old scary self, and also he promised to make Halloween better than ever until he realized he has to do the right thing to do and fix what he did. First, he has to get Santa Claus back, which somehow he managed to get in the secret entrance of Halloween Town to a mausoleum. Back at Oogie Boogie's, Sally tried to rescue Santa, but it didn't work. He tried to dupe Oogie Boogie by separating her leg, making Oogie Boogie face it. Miss temptation, of course. Like his leg fetish. After that, Jack managed to arrive, and this I had to rescue not just Santa, but Sally as well. And they're almost about to be killed until Jack rescued him, and their fight began. Which, I don't know, Jack dodged everything until Oogie Boogie's string managed to get loose and he's caught in one of the swords of the playing cards. As he jumped, Jack managed to pull the string, which unzips him until the string cuts the hole and his suit rips off, revealing him as a sack full of bugs. Slowly, he falls apart, and the rest of his buggies fell into the lava pit. Except for one, which Santa steps on. Literally, squished. After that, Jack apologized to Santa for the whole thing, which, what do you expect? Even Santa still pissed off of him, but he knew that he has to fix what Jack has done, and there's still time because he's Santa Claus. As Santa leaves, Jack asks Sally why she came here. She tried to explain, which Jack figured that he was going to help her. Before she can say that, Lock, Shock, and Barnacle and the mayor arrive to rescue them. Back in the human world, Santa managed to, with the speed of time, managed to fix what Jack did, making Christmas, once again, happy. Back in Halloween Town, everybody's sleeping. That's when they hear Zero. And everybody started to cheer that Jack's alive. That's when it started to snow in Halloween Town. Oh boy. And Santa passes Halloween Town saying Happy Halloween. And Jack, Merry Christmas. Everybody's having a little fun. The vampire's playing hockey with a jack-o'-lantern. Sally, looking at the twig that she saw the premonition, nothing happened. That's when Jack sees Dr. Finkelstein with his new creation, an exact female version of him. Jack's surprised, he looks at Sally, and she leaves. Back at the cemetery where the hill is, Sally right there, picking flowers until Jack walks over there and tells her how he feels for her. And they both sing, and we all know what happens. They embrace and make out on top of the hill. And we see Zero flying up to the night, and that was The Nightmare Before Christmas, and it was a major success at the time. Back then, Disney thought it was too scary, so they used their so-called company, Touchstone Pictures, which we all know. They did it with Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That became a success. But that's another story for another time. And it became a great success and marked a great beginning in Tim Burton's career. If I remember correctly, Disney fired Tim Burton because his creativity was a bit too dark at the time. Like, you remember his short Vincent? That was one, including the first version of Frankenweenie was a live action one at the time. quit another one called Hansel and Gretel, which that was one that Tim Burton did not want nobody to see. Yeah. I seen it and it was a bit creepy. That was his style, so yeah. But yeah, let me know what you think of The Night Before Christmas. Did it bring you good memories when you were watching it on Disney Channel or you seen it when it came out in the theaters? Let me know in the comments down below. What was your favorite scene? What was your favorite song in the movie? And have a great day, everybody. See ya.